So we are going to start with the new lesson, that is lesson number 2, plants, structure and function. So let's recall what helps us to easily identify the plants around us, and second question is which are the various parts of plants. So the root, stem, leaves, flowers, fruits, etc. of different plants are different. So every plant has got its different parts, different fruits, its own flower, its own different types of leaves, different stem and different root. We can identify plants with the help of these different characteristics. Let us now acquaint ourselves, acquaint means aware ourselves with these plant organs in greater detail. So try this, you have to try it yourself. So now root. We'll start with root. You can see a formation of root picture and here tap root. Okay, I will teach you. The part that grows from inside the seed towards the soil is called the radicle. Now, what is the meaning of radicle? Relating to or affecting the fundamental nature of something is called the radicle. And the part that grows above the soil is called the plumule. What is the meaning of plumule? Means the rudimentary shoot or stem of an embryo plant is called the plumule. The root that forms from the radicle grows into the ground. You can see a radicle, okay? And here the plumule. The root that forms from the radicle grows into the ground. The root is thick near the ground and gradually tapers to a pointed end. Okay? You can see here. Root that forms from the radicle grows in the ground. The root is thick near the ground and gradually tapers to a pointed end. This part of the plant growing below the soil for support is called root. Okay. Roots of some plants produce secondary roots that grows obliquely and spread far and wide in the soil. Roots support the plants. Who supports the plant? The root supports the plant. Obliquely means not in direct way, in slantwise. Okay. This type of root is called a tap root. See a tap root. You can see a secondary root, primary root, root hair, root tip, and root cap. Okay. Second. Now here also is there. You have to try this. Okay. I'll read here. Thread-like or fiber-like roots arising from the stem are called the fibrous roots. See here, fibrous roots. Thread-like or fiber-like roots arising from the stem are called the fibrous roots. Okay. So now, thus there are two main types of roots. There are two main types of roots, that is the tap root and the fibrous root. Dicotyledon plants have tap roots while monocotyledon plants have fibrous root. Okay. Di means two, mono means one. Okay. Now we'll start here. Plants like maize, sugarcane, sorghum have two types of roots. Which plants? Plants like maize, sugarcane, sorghum have two types of roots. Some roots are underground, whereas some grew from the stem just above the soil. The latter are called adventitious roots. Which roots they are known as? They are called the adventitious roots. Okay, adventitious means what? Formed in an unusual positions. The roots which are formed in an unusual positions are known as the adventitious roots. Besides the normal function, like absorption of water and minerals, anchoring and the plant roots perform some other functions too. Roots show some modifications to perform these additional functions. Some examples of such modified roots are aerial roots, stilt roots, runners, breathing roots, etc. Modified means what? Modified means make minor changes. Okay, so you can see a picture. My stock water level. I'll teach you. So here are all, try this. Okay, you have got how much of the things to experiment. So 1, 2, 3, and on page number 11, fourth. Okay, so you have to try this and observe. So use your brain power, read the question and solve. Come down now. Do you know roots emerging from the trunk and branches of a banyan tree grow towards the soil? Okay, roots emerging from the trunk and branches grow towards the soil. See here, it grows towards the soil. These roots are called prop roots. Okay, the roots which grow towards the soil is known as the prop roots. What could be the use of these prop roots? In the beginning, the banyan tree has very few prop roots, but later on, the number increases so much that it appears like a small forest. Okay. In Kolkata, a 250 years old banyan tree in the Indian Botanical Garden covers a very large area. It is supported by thousands of prop roots. Is there any such tree in your neighborhood? So observe in your surrounding areas. Okay. Now find out technical support. By technical support, you have to find it. Okay, try that also. Now we are going to learn about the stem. So you can see here they have given the picture of stem with different parts. The stem grows above the soil from the plumule of the sprouting seed. As the sprout grows, the length of stem gradually increases. First it will be this much, this much, this much, this much, and it goes on. There are nodes on the stem. What are there? There are the nodes. You can see here. Okay, like this there will be the nodes. Leaves come out of the nodes. From these nodes, what happens? The leaves come out. Okay, from this, what happens? The leaves come out. Okay, leaves come out of these nodes. The part of the stem between two nodes is called the internode. Okay, the tip or the apical end of the stem is called a bud. You can see here how is the bud. Observe a branch of any plant and identify its different parts as per the diagram. So here are the parts of stem. Okay, go through it. Now you have to complete the chart. You have to collect information about the local plants too. Okay, complete this chart by observing. Now leaf. Leaves grow from the nodes on a stem. Leaves are generally thin. How are the leaves? They are generally thin, flat and green in color. See here the leaves. How are these leaves? They are thin, flat and green in color. The broad spread out part of the leaf is called the leaf blade. Okay, you can see here leaf blade or lamina, and the edge is called the leaf margin, and the edge is called the leaf margin, this border. Okay, leaf margins may be entire, dentate or lobed. How are the leaf margins? They can also be entire, dentate or lobed. So see here parts of leaf, they are entire, dentate and lobed. Okay, see here. leaf apex, leaf margin, vein, mid vein, leaf blade, petiole, stipule, and leaf base. The tip of the leaf is called the leaf apex. It may be tapering, pointed, or rounded. Leaves of some plants have a stalk called petiole. You can see here petiole. Leaves of some plants do not have a petiole. Okay. The portion of the leaf attached to the stem is called the leaf base. You can see here leaf base. Small leaf-like structure may be present near the leaf base. These are called stipules. Okay, not every leaf has got the stipules. Okay. Do you see stipules in all plants? No. Leaves of some plants have a single undivided leaf blade and a single mid rib. Such leaves are called simple leaves. However, the leaf blade of leaves in some plants is divided into many small parts called leaflets. Such leaves are called compound leaves. Which leaves they are called as? Such leaves are called as the compound leaves. Compound means what? Consisting of several parts. Simple leaf and compound leaf are the two main types of leaves. Okay. Simple leaf and compound leaf are the two main types of leaf. Compound means consisting of several parts. Now come to page number 13. So observe and discuss. What you have to do is you have to observe and discuss. Okay. So read what is given in there. Always while watching the video, keep your textbooks aside, beside you only. Okay. So you have to observe a branch of plants like rose, neem, coriander, hibiscus, etc. Okay. Here they have given. See the leaves. Okay. According to shape, leaves are rounded, ovate, palmate, lanceolate, linear, and etc. See here, there are different types of leaves. And here they have given a blank box. In the box, draw a special leaf you may have found. Okay. Go to a surrounding area. Okay. Take some of the leaves which you like to draw here. Okay. Now you have to try this. Okay, read and try it. Take a people leaf and a maize leaf and observe them carefully. The people leaf is divided into two equal parts by a single mid vein, which lies along the midline of leaf blade. Secondary veins arise from the midvein. They are branched and form a network of reticulum. So you can see here. See here, how are these leaves? Like a network of reticulum. On the other hand, in leaves of maize, all the veins are paddler. See here, you can see here also paddler. Running from the leaf base at the leaf apex. Thus, the people leaf blade has reticulate vegetation and the maize leaf blade has parallel vegetation. Reticulate means what? Reticulate means net-like pattern or structure. See this here. You can see a reticulate structure. How it is? Net-like. Okay. It is like net-like structure. Now observe the leaves of some other plants in your surroundings and identify the type of vegetation. A little fun, very interesting. Do this, try this, okay? Take a fallen people leaf or get one people leaf from plant and soak it in water for 15 to 20 days. Okay, try it and make a greeting card of the lace like leaf you get. Only the green part gets removed and only the net like structure remains. White leaf. Okay. So complete the following chart. by observing the plant around you. You have to complete this chart by observing. Okay. Now, very interesting, we are going to learn here about flower. Very important. It will be there for you till 12th. Okay, till 12th also you will be this about the hibiscus flower. So here they have given the vertical section of a hibiscus flower. So pay attention here carefully. Keep textbooks with you. So flowers may have a long or a short stalk called pedicel. One end of the pedicel is attached to the stem. The other end of the pedicel is expanded and swollen. See here, pedicel. Okay. It is called the receptacle. Petals and other parts of the flowers are supported on the receptacle, calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium are different parts of flower. What are the different parts of flower? Calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium are different parts of flower. First, calyx. In the bud condition, the petals are covered by leaf-like parts called sepals, which are green in color. They form from the calyx. They form the calyx. Corolla. This is made up of colorful parts called petals. Colorful parts called as petals. Observe the shape, color and smell of corolla of various flowers like the rose and chrysanthemum, hibiscus, mogra, canard, tiger, etc. Androecium. What is androecium? This is the male reproductive part of the flower. Which is the male reproductive part of the flower? That is the androecium. It consists of stamens. What it consists? It consists of stamens. Each stamen is made of anther and filament. Okay, each stamen is made of, here you can see the diagram. Each stamen is made of the anther and filament. Now, gynoecium. This is the female reproductive part of the flower. Gynoecium is the female reproductive part of the flower. This is made up of carpels. A carpel consists of stigma, style and ovary. Carpel consists of stigma, style and ovary. Okay. Here you have to try this. Okay. So I'll read it. Take a vertical section of a hibiscus flower with the help of a sharp blade. By cutting the flower vertically from stigma to pedicel, both sections of the flower will be seen to have same structure. After maturity, anthers burst and the pollen grains which are released fall on the stigma. Okay, anthers release and anthers burst. These anthers will burst and the pollen grains which are released fall on this stigma. Okay, this process is called as pollination. What is the definition of pollination? What pollination is called? Learn it. Due to pollination, ovules means egg cells in the ovary get fertilized. Egg cells get fertilized. Fertilized ovules from the seeds and the ovary develops into a fruit. Okay, how does a fruit develop? By the fertilized ovules. Ovules means egg cells from the seeds and the ovary develops into a fruit. So use your brain power, read the question and get the answer. And here is the table. Observe the various flowers and complete the following chart. Okay, observe any one of the flower, take a simple rose and complete the table. Now we are going to learn about the last part of the lesson, that we are going to end with the fruits. Okay, Everyone eat fruits, so you all know what is fruit. Okay, so we eat many different types of fruits. Each type of fruit has its own characteristics. Okay, these are variations in their shape, color, taste, and etc. So apple has its own taste, mango has its own taste, strawberry, the bananas, grapes, everything, every fruits have its own taste, own color, different own shape. Okay. So mango contains only one seed, whereas jackfruit consists of many small fruitlets, each with its own seeds. You can see a jackfruit, you have written a yellow color. Inside you have its seeds. Okay. Fruitlets, each with its own seed. Observe the fruits of bear, jejifas, mango, chiku, apple, etc. What do you observe? Each fruit has a different skin or shell. Okay. Fleshy part and seed. Own seed different. Then fleshy parts are different. Then skin or its shell is also different. In case of fruits like cashew, its seed is outside the fruit. Okay. Now you have to do this. Soak the seeds of pea, wheat, rice, jowar, groundnut in water for 3 to 4 hours. Only 3 to 4 hours. Press the seeds with your fingers and observe them. Which seeds get divided into two equal parts? Okay, you observe it. Seeds which get divided into two equal parts are called dicotyledons, means two seeds. Seeds which do not divide into two equal parts are called monocotyledons, means single seed. Okay, only with one seed. So read the whole lesson from the beginning, and now here is the exercise. So exercise is there. I will post this exercise in my next video with the PDF. Okay, so here we complete our lesson number 2, plants, its structure and function. Okay.